Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What's going on, family? Look, I know it's late, but I need y'all help, okay? I don't ever come by here and ask anybody for anything. And this ain't no sob story. This ain't no pity party. It's just simply a mother's cry for help. I'm asking you whether you yellow, purple, black, or white. This is not a race thing, a color thing, a sexism thing. This is just a thing, okay? 99% of the time, I'm coming by here serving other people. And I'm going to explain the situation to you guys. Most of you guys do know, some of you guys don't know, that I have lost 2 children to this system. A systemic genocide. There are other children, whether they are 13 years of age, whether they are 40 years of age, they still somebody else's child, okay, that is losing their life every single day. There's a parent burying a child, okay? And like I said, I've lost 1 to Adderall. I lost 1 to fentanyl. 1 was prescribed. The other one was poisoned. For a whole year since the passing of my last child, I've just been out here serving. That's my get back. That's my justice. That's my form of justice, being that I will never get justice from this system that did this to my children. Never, not in this lifetime, okay? They have to be judged before the Almighty God. It's absolutely painful to lose your child, but it's an extra layer of pain to not be able to get justice, to make sure that whoever did this to your child will never be able to do it to another person's child. And with the border constantly being open, fentanyl is being poured over into the United States of America and somehow ending up into the communities. And it's not just a black and white thing. Man, this thing is taking out our younger folks for real, in real time, from the celebrities, from the athletes, to the regular smugglers in the hood. It is not discriminating. Race, color, creed, any of the above. And for a year, I've just been coming, plowing, and just been serving and trying to make sure that my people, you feel what I'm saying, is not ignorant and they are aware of what's going on and what's happening. In 2020 to 2022, we lost the majority of the elders. And then from 2022 to 2024, now it's our young people. When I tell you that I am bleeding, when I tell you, if you can only imagine waking up in pain, going to bed in pain, going throughout your day in pain, there is no medication, there's no treatment, there's no stitches, there's no numbing antigen, there's nothing. You just lost, and you got to watch the people who did this to your children do it to other people's children. So now that opens up a wound, it triggers you, okay? I'm willing to fight. A lot of parents are not. They're not strong. They do not know how to move forward. They don't know how to live life after a death of somebody that was flesh of their flesh, bone of their bone, okay? I don't care about you putting a restriction over here. Let me submit feedback over here. And this is what really bothers me, y'all. And this is why I need y'all help, okay? I need y'all to share this with everybody. I'm so sorry, Ja Too Lit, for the loss of your only child. I lost 2 of my children. And I still don't have words to say. That's a pain that I wouldn't wish on anybody but Satan himself. And that's real talk. Okay. I really need you guys to share this first and foremost. It might not be as important to you because it's not your child, but I'm going to tell you, the same demon that came for my child and them hundreds of thousands of other people's children, they coming for yours if they ain't already in their ear gates. And somebody got to stand up and say, no, why are we begging a system that's systemically causing this epidemic opioid crisis to happen in our communities, to our young adults, to our children? And we going to them asking them for justice. Man, they have not debated whether, all the families that have lost their lives, it's like a war. We losing more children than we lose in a war. And I promise y'all, for a whole year I've been serving out here. I have not asked anybody for anything. Most people don't even know what I've had to deal with on top of having to lose my children. What about losing your best friend? In your time of need, in your darkest hour, they just walk away. No explanation, no nothing. People that I have put food on their table when I didn't have nothing but food stamps. I share my food stamps with them. And when I lose my second child, you leave me, you abandon me. There's no explanation, nothing. Not to mention trying to lead people, still bleeding while leading and trying to lead people. Therefore, you got the very systems you coming up against you. I got receipts here tonight, y'all. Monies I'm making, oh, this is coming in too fast. We need to hold this in a reserve. I don't even know the name of your bank. What is the name of your bank? Why would you hold my money? I'm a business coach and consultant. I'm a business owner. I done brought $1 million through your platform. What's the problem? PayPal, I've been with you for over 10 years in our nonprofit organization. There's been donations coming here repeatedly. What's the problem? Why now all of a sudden you got to hold my resources? Cash App, why do you have to restrict and limit what I can send and what I can receive to a monthly amount? Why? I'm asking y'all to share this everywhere. If you not know mama, if you not know father, from a sister to a brother, if you don't want to be my sister or my brother, from a human to another human, I need your help. I've been trying to fight for justice, and my justice don't come in the court of law. I've reached out to attorneys that say, hey, this is how they handle. It's not good enough for them to just say, hey, your son had fentanyl intoxication and we're sorry. But you didn't even tell me that my son was dead. You didn't even call me and tell me my son was dead. And then when you picked my son up, you didn't even give him an autopsy. You just listened to what they told you and that was it. And then had the audacity to call my baby a clean crackhead because he had jewelry and he had shoes and clothes on. You didn't even examine that his whole back was split open from a car accident on the 6th, which made him even reach out for a pain pill from somebody he was in a relationship with. And it poisoned him. And then watching what happens from a fentanyl poisoning is brutal. So I've been trying to contact attorneys. They like, oh, you know what? You a little fish in a big pond coming up against. I don't care. I'm that little fish. That inside of water and outside of water, you will never, ever be able to do something like that to my children who God blessed me with in this lifetime and get away with it. I may not get a prosecution. I may not get a day in court, but you know what? My voice is going to go all over the world. I'm going to expose what is going on. I'm going to create documentaries, docu-series. I don't care. And anthologies. It doesn't matter. Everybody and their mama gonna know what you did to my children and them hundreds of thousands of children that are now on billboards. Parents who don't know how to move on and speak about it because they embarrassed, because people will think, oh, your child was just a drug kid. That really didn't make a difference. Not knowing these children were brilliant. Some were peer pressure, some was mentally disturbed, dealing with what we dealt with during the crisis. I need y'all to share this everywhere. So, Tawana, humbly, I'm coming here humbly. I had an opportunity last year to start creating this documentary, but we started in mini-series first. At the time, I was just so lost. For me to have to look through photos of my children that's supposed to be here with me, for me to have to look through videos, for me to have to look through documents, it was too painful at the time. So I said, I need to put that on pause. But I have to do something else with this pain, but allow it to hurt me. And now is the time. And I cannot do this by myself. As much as I'm a coach, as much as I'm a consultant, a business owner, it would take me hundreds of hours to get the resources that I need to fight for. At this point, yes, I'm fighting to tell their story, but at this point, I'm fighting for your children and your grandchildren and your relatives. They already got mine. They already got mine. And if I can save yours, that's justice. If I can reach another young child and tell them this is what my son would want me to say to you, and tell them his story. If I can help a grieving parent get unstuck and learn how to live their life after death and grow through their grief, then that's justice. If everybody at least knows what happened to them, then that's justice. If I can help another mother or father share their son or daughter's story, then that's justice. But it costs resources, y'all. It costs money. And like I said, with these platforms playing and saying, hey, we're holding money in reserve and we're going to hold this and on hold for this amount of time, it has come to try to slow me down. And I don't get up here and talk a lot about all of the hell that I have had to endure. But one thing that I know, and two things is for certain, I will never stop. And I will never be stopped. It doesn't matter. And when the load is too heavy for me to carry by myself, then I'm going to use wisdom. And that wisdom is I'm going to come to human beings, humanity, and ask for your assistance. I have all kind of programs that I'm discounting. Like I said, this weekend, I had the phone call, I had the conversation. Now it's time to start. I got the people in place that will help me put this thing together. Now I need the resources. And because these platforms try to issue me out the money that I make for using their platforms, then I'm at their beck and call. When they want to release money, we'll release money on this date. And then next month, we'll release money on that date. And this will never be done. And this is so near and dear to my heart in real life, because this is my justice. If I'm not asking for nothing in return for something, I'm simply asking humanity, would you help me fight not only for my kids, but fight for these other children? It's a mass genocide. And I know people come on here and they be in between situations. They raise millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars For those who are homeless trying to transition, I'm asking for a donation. Matter of fact, I got programs, things that will give you access to getting money. I don't have an issue making money. I'm having an issue with these platforms that's trying to stop me because they know I'm the disruptor and I'm not going to stop. If they don't know nothing else, you don't think they monitor my speech is what we saying on these platforms? I don't care. Why do you think every time I'm turning on TikTok, they put a live age restriction or some type of, oh, this goes against community standard because they don't want us telling the truth. And I'm going to always tell the truth. That's for sure. So I have programs that I have dumbed down discount. By tomorrow, this time, I have to at least give a deposit on this project. Like I said, it's a documentary. I believe everybody in the world needs to know what didn't happen to our children. They didn't just kill our children. It's generations. Okay? It's generations. What about their children and the children's children that was in their loins? And if you don't want any of my programs, I'm asking you tonight kindly, would you kindly donate anything? I have to give them a deposit of $3,500 tomorrow. And unfortunately, I don't have a scheduled deposit coming from Stripe for another week and some change, okay? Which means that I would miss that opportunity. And I'm not missing no opportunity. I'm asking y'all to share this everywhere. Just imagine if I got 1 million people to see this video, literally from the power of a share. And every person just gave $1. And like I said, I'm not asking for anything. I wouldn't even ask if it was not urgent. Okay. If it wasn't urgent, if this is something that can wait or something that I can wait on, then look, I would wait on it. Okay. Period, point blank. But this is something that is urgent. And this is something that is long overdue. And now is the time. So like I said, I have programs. If you want to learn how to start business credit, leverage it, get funding, learn government contracting, learn land banking, I have so many programs, okay, that I have literally discounted today just to meet this goal. Because I'm not going to ever beg anybody or give them the power to stop me. Like I won't give these platforms the power to stop me, okay? But what I am asking is, would you help me meet my goal if I can help you? And if you don't want anything that I got to offer, do you mind sending $1, $5, or $10, or your coffee or your Starbucks towards this project? I promise you, every single one of those who would give, your names would be attributed to this. Your reward would be given to you because you did something in the name of humanity. I'm making sure that if I can't go and stand in solidarity with her, lock arms with her, any of that, I can at least send my support. If you ain't got that, could you pray? Right? That the need be met if you know how to get a prayer through. But it's urgent and I don't ask. And the reason why I don't, it's better to give than it is to receive. But a lot of people is fickle with their money. And I don't want to feel like I'm either going to be held back or either stagnated because of somebody else, their resources. So I get out here and I work in the paint. When I didn't want to show up, when it was so hurtful and so painful to get up here and still try to coach people while I'm literally bleeding on the inside, I still continue to do that. I still continue to do that. I have so many different resources available right now. All I want to do is go ahead and get this deposit locked in and start recording and sharing the story and getting awareness, getting eyes on this, getting exposure. Because, like I said, these assassins in white coats, nobody's holding them accountable. What do? Charge or lock up the United States for allowing it to happen? You can't do that. So that's what I wanted to say. I was not going to be here long at all. I just wanted to extend my hand out and ask you for help in this situation. I know everybody is going through it. I know different people, but we make time and we make a way for what we want to make a way. If God would so kindly touch your heart, because like I said, they got minds. So I'm not fighting for them. I'm fighting for their story to be heard. My justice is saving another life, bringing awareness, helping somebody else heal. That's all I ask. So if God lays it upon your heart, or if I have something that you want, it could be a program you really wanted to get into, doesn't matter. I'm not asking you for something and not willing to give you nothing in return. That's not in my character. But what I am asking you is for your support. And if you don't want any of the programs or opportunities that I have available for you, then would you so kindly donate to the cause to save another life while we tell their stories from beyond the grave? Okay, I'm going to let y'all go ahead and go ahead and rest. I didn't want to let this be something long and drawn out. The information will be in the description of the video. I would have started a GoFundMe a long time ago. I really think that it's a ripoff of GoFundMe just because we used a platform. They get 10% of the proceedings. We're trying to raise money for a cause. But because we use your platform, then we got to pay you. I just think it's a ripoff, okay? So I have different methods, different payment platforms. However, I do have a GoFundMe. And if you feel comfortable donating over there, it's cool too. What is most important to me is that I be the forerunner for the families and the faces, millions of faces of families that have been affected by fentanyl. I'm telling you, it is an epidemic beyond a pandemic. It's an epidemic, and it's taking out a lot of our young people. And I will be their voice, and I will be that mother that is strong enough to fight for us all. But I can't do it by myself. If I have to die trying, I will. That's for sure. But with all of us being brothers and sisters, regardless of race, creed, tongue, tribe, kindred, I think that it's only right that we bear one another's burdens and that we help one another. That's all I'm saying. You ain't gonna see me coming by here begging. I give more than I take. But this is the first time that if you want to call this begging, then I will beg for this cause. I really will. Go look at who just passed away yesterday from fentanyl. I got people in business arenas, they don't know what to do, bro. They drinking themselves to death. They didn't stop believing. It is a mess out here. But God, if you're going to do anything with this pain, make it purposeful. That's all I ask. If I got to be the one. All right, y'all, I'm out. If I got to be the one, I'm willing. I can't do nothing else with this pain but let you use it. That's it. And that's all I want. So, with that being said, I'm out, y'all. Thank you, Sister Carolyn. 100-fold return to you. It means everything. everything to me because it took a lot to come here so transparent and so vulnerable and ask anybody for anything, especially when I be the one trying to help people out of their situation. But my hands is tied. And I wanted to show y'all this, matter of fact, before I get out of here, so y'all know I don't have a reason to play games with y'all. It's real, and I'm going to let y'all see receipts. I've been dealing with this for a year. I want to first show y'all this right here. I put up a post about a sale that I was running on a credit play, okay, and even put some testimonials up of one of the sisters who just got the 24-hour heart inquiry removal the day before yesterday. On the same day, her heart inquiries was deleted, so I shared that. I shared how one went and got $22,000 approval, right? So now they gonna come and they gonna tell me this. This is on social media. This ain't even including YouTube. You no longer monetize all of this stuff. Your post goes against our community standards. When I looked in there to see what community standards, it said it was fraud. How is telling people that by repairing their credit, they have better opportunities that put their families in a different financial bracket, financial forecast, financial perspective, and then showing receipts of others who is out here changing their life. How does my post go against community standards? Because whatever they don't want revealed, they will always attack. That's why. Okay. And then you see how I say right here below, Tawana Worlds could lose the ability to make money soon. Learn how to prevent this because I shared a post about how to get hard inquiries, which is illegal, to be on your credit consumer report removed. So they don't want you telling the truth. I got this up here because Krishana, you sent in to join the 1 in 5, the groups and events. And that's why I sent this to myself so I remember. Krishana Moultrie, I need you to send me your address, love. I can't send you anything unless you send me your address. I mean, your email address. That's what I need. I didn't get email address. Same thing for Garfield Gilliam. For the 24-hour hard inquiry, you did send in a payment. I don't have an email address to send you the information. And last but never least, Don Chambers. I need your email address to send you the credit business in a box. Okay. But as you can see, this is from PayPal. This means that for now, money from additional sales won't be available right away. We'll make sales above $2,000 available to you as soon as we confirm that those orders are fulfilled. This is digital. Most of our stuff is digital. They have documentation. You should have instant access to another $2,000 in sales starting next month. If I bring in $80,000, I'm only able to get $2,000 every month. This is PayPal, okay? This is straight up PayPal. This is Stripe. We're holding 100% of your revenue in our reserve for 90 days. And this is a rolling reserve. In 90 days, they go back and they say, hey, well, you know what? It still shows a little high risk activity. You making sales $40,000 and $50,000 in a day. That seems suspicious to us. So we're going to hold 100% of your earnings, 100%. So what I'm supposed to get, okay? I didn't reach out to them because this is the only way to reach out to them, okay? This is to inform you that Stripe has received your complaint. The process of investigating is currently underway, and we will aim to provide up a response within 15 business days of your complaint submission. There's no phone calls. This is what we have to deal with to be able to deal with that. Let me see if there's another one. So this is what I've been dealing with, y'all, for a cool minute. For a cool minute, with them just trying to slow the whole entire movement. If you don't have resources, then what you gonna do? Here go another one. PayPal. As y'all can see, my name, Tawana Worlds. During a recent review of your PayPal account, we determined that it was appropriate to apply a reserve to your account effective in 24 hours. A rolling reserve will be set at 40% of the process amount for each day to be held for a 45-day rolling period. For example, 40% of the payments you receive will be held at the end of the first day. Why would these people have to hold my money? 100%, 40%? That leaves me with what? So that's why I'm asking y'all for y'all help, okay? That's why I'm asking you for your help. I cannot miss this opportunity. And you have a part, you have an opportunity to play a part in something historical. Nobody else is doing it. Why don't we do it? Why don't we do it? And I'm asking you for your help. All right. I love y'all. Good night. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support for those who will support. Thank you for your prayers for those who will pray. I got to do something else other than with this pain and allow it to hurt me. And that's why I need your help. All right, y'all. Thank you. And I'll see y'all next time.